This smart tech vision has always been driven by a parallel revolution in the field of semiconductor chips. Today, semiconductor developers are in a race to find new materials, ideas, and designs. But such technology requires very precisely crafted semiconductors. DISCO, a maker of precision processing equipment, is a world leader in this kind of work. In fact, 70% of all silicon wafers in the world are processed using their technologies.
私たちの挑戦が未来を変える。
As developers continue to find new ways to use and make semiconductors, engineers continue to find new ways to process them. Toyota Camry is a hybrid car that features a rock-solid frame. The unit contains a power semiconductor device that acts like a heart. With silicon carbide, the engine control module can be made more compact.
こちらが従来使われていたシリコンという材料を使ったパワー半導体です。そしてこちらにありますのが今回開発を行っている SiC という材料を使ったパワー半導体です。見て分かっていただけますと思いますが、非常に小さな部品で同等の性能を出すということで、この性能の高さが分かっていただけるかと思います。
Silicon carbide is a lot harder than silicon. In fact, you might mistake it for fiberglass if it weren't so brittle. But a regular blade causes silicon carbide to crack.
なんでこんだけやってるのに切れないんだろうって、自分はダメなんじゃないかと思うこともありますし、これが限界なのかなって思うことがあるんですけども、そういう時にですね、なんか出てくるんですよ。ポッと。
It required a bit of outside the box thinking.
超音波が効くということが分かりましたので、それをどれぐらいそのブレードを振動させるかと、あとはその水ですね、水をどういう向きにどれぐらいの量をかけるのかというようなこともやってみました。
Here's how it works. A device is attached to the back of the blade. This device emits ultrasound waves that cause the blade to shrink and expand very slightly as it cuts into the silicon carbide wafer. That means there's no sustained force pressing down on the silicon carbide that could cause it to shatter or crack while being cut. LEDs are no longer just sources of light. Today, researchers around the world are looking for ways to use this technology for purposes that we can't even begin to imagine. This is Professor Hiroshi Amano, inventor of the blue LED and winner of the 2014 Nobel Prize in Physics.
ワンチップでたくさん電流を流す非常に輝度の高い光源もできるもんですから。
Professor Amano says that for LED technology to grow, developers and manufacturers will need to start working together. Leading the way is MLED, a company in only its 5th year of business. Their goal is to create a small LED display with a high resolution and long battery life. Getting there requires a more efficient LED, which can only be achieved by stripping the LED material off of the sapphire base on which it is artificially grown. To successfully strip the LED material, the engineers at DISCO used a method called laser liftoff. This involves firing a laser beam at the point where the material and the sapphire meet.
もともとはサファイア基板の上に乗った状態だったんですけれども、サファイアを透過させてレーザーを当てることで、そうすることでサファイアをこのように剥離することができます。
It's the quality of that laser liftoff and the actual reliability of the DISCO laser liftoff process that has been key to forming our structures.
The process was developed just 5 years ago and requires some very precise tuning to get the job done.
小さくて薄いほどやっぱりレーザーの影響を受けやすくなりますので、 そこをどうチューニングしていくかっていうところが、エンジニアとしては力の入れようがあるところなので、非常にチャレンジングであるというのも同時に感じたところです。
With laser liftoff, the LED material can be separated from its base and turned into a wafer that can be used for making micro LEDs. Microvisk, a British maker of medical instruments, is a pioneer in this field. Dr. Vladislav Diakov, director of sensor development at Microvisk, has created a new blood clot testing kit. The blood is placed on a test strip that features a tiny semiconductor device. It has a whisker-like sensor called a cantilever, which is fixed at one end to allow the other end to move freely. The cantilevers are crafted right on top of the silicon wafer. That means the chips need to be cut out in a way that keeps the cantilever intact. It was Disco High-Tech Europe that ended up taking the job. The engineers finally made a breakthrough when they turned to a less physical solution: laser.
全く水を使わないでいいというところ、ドライプロセスが可能であるというところと、何もウェハーには触らずに加工ができるというところがメリットになります。
The engineers adjusted and readjusted the laser strength countless times before finding a perfect fit.
成功した時は、そうですね、心の中でよしっていう感じですかね。
Semiconductor technology continues to evolve at a rapid pace, but the future promised by such technology can only materialize if companies like Disco can give it shape.
我々エンジニア含めて全員やる気が逆に出ます。難しいほどやる気が出ます。